Hey y'all, welcome back to another speed build. Today we are building a realistic family home here in Copperdale. It ends up being 4 bedrooms. Yes, 4 bedrooms. I decorated it for 2 parents, 2 teens, and a kid, but of course you can change it up whatever you want. And yeah, I kept it as realistic as I could. I didn't base it off of a real floor plan. I just tried not to go too crazy with it, with the colors, with the clutter, with whatever. It's just kind of chill. And I haven't really built a Copperdale family home ever, I think. Yeah, I don't think I've done it ever, so I figured I might as well. And yeah, here we are. I'm just kind of figuring out the shape right now. I decided I wanted 2 big bump outs in the front and sort of one above, kind of off center, not exactly centered, and then just like a bump out on either side. So it's pretty simple. It's just like a giant rectangle with a couple of bump outs in every single direction. But I do really like the way that it turned out, especially the floor plan on the interior. And yeah, it does take a second to come together though, so just bear with me. You may notice this is a little late. This video is a little late. Why is that? Well, that is because I have had the day from hell. So I've been very behind on doing everything that I needed to do. Oh, here I am just like making the home 1 tile smaller in every direction because I really liked the shape of it, but I thought it was a little too big. So if it looks like, if you're wondering what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing now. But back to my story. My furnace broke and that was like not fun. My fiance and I went to bed 2 nights ago and we were like, is it a little chilly? Like, yeah, it's a little chilly. We'll turn up the heat. And then we went to bed. We woke up and we were both freezing. So we went to go turn up the heat a little bit more. It wasn't working. This is when we realized something was going wrong. And so we went downstairs and checked our furnace and the pilot light was out. And this has happened before. So we went ahead and tried to relight it like 10 different times. And the pilot light would light, but it wouldn't stay lit was a problem. And so we were like, okay, something's broken. And we texted our landlord and like, God bless her soul, she's great, but she took like 5 hours to get back to us. We were just freezing our butts off at home, not really sure what to do. My brother is a plumber, so he gave us like a little bit of advice. Like we left our taps running so the pipes wouldn't freeze and things like that. And oh, if you don't know, I'm from Canada and it is winter right now. I'm recording this in February, so yeah, it's like minus 30 Celsius. So we really couldn't afford to not have the furnace running, if you know what I mean. So yeah, our landlord took like 5 hours to get back to us. Finally, she gave us the number of like these people who would come and fix it. So we call the people, we're like, hey, can you please come fix our furnace? And they're like, absolutely, we will be there in the next 24 hours. And so we were like, okay, thank you so much. We might die in the next 24 hours. We might freeze to death. So could you come any sooner? And they were like, no, like, we just come in the next 24 hours and we'll give you a call before we show up. So I was like, okay, you know, you beggars can't be choosers. I was like, thank you so much. And they said that they could come at any time. Like they work all through the night, 24/7. So in theory, they could have called us at like 3 a.m. and been like, hey, we're outside. We're ready to fix your furnace. So my fiance and I slept in shifts. I slept for 3 hours and then he slept for 3 hours and so on so that we'd be here to like let them in if they showed up. They didn't show up until the next morning, but they did a great job. And then they were so nice. They gave us this like, what is it called? Thermocouple or something. The broken part in our furnace, they replaced it for free. So that was really, really nice of them. I was like, I don't know. I was like blown away. I was like, you guys are so nice because I don't know. Apparently thermocouples are pretty cheap, but still, you know, I still really appreciate the gesture. And yeah, I was wearing like 10 pairs of socks, like 2 sweaters, my winter coat, my toque, everything, freezing my butt off all night. But the house seems to have warmed up now and everything is fixed and everything is good. So if you're wondering why this video is late, that is why. Now you know. So yeah, I didn't really have the energy to come into this office and film a voiceover while I was like freezing to death, so I figured I'd just wait until it warmed up. But yeah, how have you guys been? Hopefully a little better than me. Although I am just a big complainer. Everything turned out fine. Should I talk about the build now? Maybe I'll talk about the build now. You may have noticed on the outside, it took me a few tries to figure exactly what kind of color scheme I wanted, but I ended up going with this really fun wooden wallpaper from Get Together that's like a bunch of different tones of wood, kind of like vertically going. I don't know, you saw it. It's really pretty, but I've actually never used that swatch before, so I was like, if there's a first time for everything, I better try it out. And I thought it looked really nice if you paired it with this indoor wallpaper from Cats and Dogs that has like quite a bit of wainscoting, and you sort of use that to paint the roofs. So it sort of looks like a roof accent, like a timber accent. I don't know how to explain it, but I was just really pleased with myself, and I thought those wood tones went together really nicely. And then I paired it with the stone that came from University. And I did limit pack usage during this build. Maybe I should go check exactly which packs I used, but I didn't use any game packs or kits or anything like that. I only used like 4 or 5 expansion packs because I think those are the most popular. So this should probably be pretty easy for quite a few of you to download. And if not, you can just enjoy the video. Also, I do post base game only builds quite often and limited pack builds. And if there are any groups of packs that you'd like to see, then definitely let me know. Oh my god, we have gotten halfway into this video and I haven't mentioned anything that I'm doing. I'm just keeping it simple. I went with these wood floors from Cats and Dogs. They used to be one of my favorites, fun fact. I used to use them all the time, and for some reason they just I just kind of stopped liking them that much, but I thought I'd give them a try again, and I think they turned out quite nicely in here. I also try to go with a few warm-ish wood tones throughout, but I'm mostly keeping it black and brown in this home. So yeah, lots of blacks and browns. And then here I am working on this little, I guess, entryway at the back, and I did section off a little 3 tile wide area there that I was planning to turn into a powder room, but if you download this off the gallery, you will notice that I left that space completely empty. That is because I just forgot. So you can turn that into a closet if you want to, you can turn that into a powder room like I was thinking, or you can just leave it alone, pretend it's a little doorway to nowhere or a little closet, whatever you want. I was also really pleased with the way that the living room turned out. I just finished it, and it has a nice little seating area with a television, very simple, but it also has 2 desk spaces, I mean. One is a bit bigger, a bit more substantial. It's got a bookcase right next to it and an easel as well, so I figured that one was probably for one of the parents. And then there's a smaller one. Then I figured the kids could do their homework there. It really doesn't matter. You can have whatever sim work wherever, but that's kind of what I was thinking. And then here we are moving on into the first bedroom. I love the way this bedroom turned out. I'm thinking of making this the thumbnail. I don't know. I'll have to see how it goes, but I paired pink and red to sort of make this color scheme, and I think it turned out so cute. I've heard people say that pink and red don't go together. I think they're lying. I think they go together great. You just kind of have to be careful about which pinks and which reds you pair together. But anyway, you may have noticed there I was trying to rotate a pillow with the tool mod, and it just wasn't working. The tool mod is perfect. I'm pretty sure this was a glitch with my computer because once I restarted my game, it was working again, but when I was typing the inputs on my computer, I want to rotate this 9 degrees, I want to raise this much, it wouldn't type. I don't know what happened. It'd be typing on my keyboard, it just wouldn't show up in game. So you'll see me throughout this speed build open the tool mod several times and try to use it and then just close it and give up. So that was what was going on. I don't think that you need to update your tool mod because it's working fine for me now. I think I just am an idiot and did something wrong, but everything is working now and I highly recommend that mod. Anyway, we are moving on into the kitchen now, and I'm going with these base game cabinets that are a bit more traditional. I thought they fit the vibe of the house pretty well, and I'm going with stainless steel appliances as well. You've got sort of the main kitchen area, and then across from it you've got sort of a a little coffee bar area, I guess, that has like the sink. I put a microwave there. I also put the dishwasher there. So I thought that was pretty realistic and also super handy to have that extra space here in the kitchen. You know, it's not just a rectangle. You've got this extra little bump out so you can have room for more activities. Oh, and then here I am using the tool mod again, but this time it worked because I was using the gravity pull, so I didn't have to type any inputs in. I just have to like alt click it a few times and get it to like move to exactly where I want it. So that sort of thing worked when I was playing this time, but like anything that you had to input an actual input for didn't work. So I don't know what that's about, but I blame myself. I don't blame Twisted Mexi because I know that I'm a lot less smart than them. So chances are, you know, if we go with the simplest solution here, it was probably me. And then here I am using the gravity pull thing again to just like place these paintings a little bit off of the wall to give them more of a 3D look, like they've been placed on the counter, you know, just a bit of detail, you know, it's the little things. And then here we are going on upstairs. Right now I'm working on the parents' bedroom. And to be honest, this bedroom is kind of really bad. For some reason, when I was doing it, I was like, this is fine, this is simple, this is realistic. But like looking back, it's pretty empty. So if you do decide to play in this build, like by all means, add some more things, add some more decor, maybe a painting here and there. I did add an easel, which I thought was a cool touch because there's that easel downstairs. So maybe one of these parents is like really into painting lately. I don't know, but to be honest, the parents' room, especially when compared to the other kids' rooms, is like so boring. So, I mean, feel free to switch it up. I don't care. Please. And this is the second teen's room. This one's more purple, more like moons, and I don't know how to call it, but it's like this really fun set of furniture that came with high school years that's got like a lot of moons and stars and blacks and purples. So I really liked that, and I tried to use that as the color scheme and just add like purple and black posters and purple and black everything, and I think that it's really, really cute. If I had to rank my favorite bedrooms in this build, the first one that I did would be my favorite. This sort of brighter color one that I'm doing right now would be my second favorite, maybe tied for first, and then the purple one would be my third. And then the parents' bedroom would be dead last because it's ugly. But yeah, I just went with the rug from, again, high school years for the color scheme of this room and just tried to pull those colors out as best as I could with the posters and with the bed and the curtains in a minute. I also add a little mirror and sort of put it in the corner, and it's like bright orange, and I just think it goes so well with the rug. So I don't know, I really, really like the way that this room turned out. Anyway, we're coming to the end of this video, so if you liked it, feel free to leave a like, subscribe for more videos like this, and search for the build using the hashtag AliciaSims on the gallery. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!